Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, our next guest is one of Australia's favourite people. He's travelled far and wide, though, to unlock the Australian history that other Aussies are holding in their back pockets. Tony Armstrong's new show puts the storytelling power in the hands of Aussies that have ordinary things that tell extraordinary stories. What do those words mean? Tony Armstrong, hello.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me.
Always
Nice
a
to
treat.
talk to you. Ordinary Australians that tell extraordinary things. What kind of stuff have you found?
Well, I guess if we take it back one step, what I learned across the course of this show was everyone has an extraordinary story, and that can be unlocked through something that you might perceive as ordinary. I guess I thought going into the show and into the shooting of the show that I was a super curious person who genuinely thought everyone had an extraordinary story to tell. But then coming out of it, I realised, I wasn't back then, but I am now. It was such a joy to shoot, and honestly, such a privilege and an honour to have people share what they did with us, and hopefully we respected that properly.
But were you like some crazy person just knocked on the door and said, show us your stuff? Are you like the Nappy Sand Challenge guy?
Look, it wasn't a current affair door stopping.
Bring out your notebooks.
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't that type of thing. Anything could be an extraordinary thing. It just depends how we talk about it.
My mate, the Scamp, which is Amanda's well familiar with the Scamp, he ended up with Eddie Van Halen's stereo in his 70 series Land Cruiser because his uncle...
Now, that's pretty cool.
Well, his uncle was working in California in the stereo installation business. Eddie Van Halen comes in his fancy Ferrari or Lamborghini or something like that, asks for the latest get-out-of-town stereo to put in the car. So Scamp's uncle does that. Eddie comes back 2 days later and says, I don't like this stereo. It's not as good as what I wanted. I want this one put in. So he puts the new one in. And with the old one, he goes, well, what do you want me to do with the old one? He goes, I don't care. You keep it. So his uncle gave it to my mate, the Scamp, who then went on and put it in his 70 series Land Cruiser. Eddie Van Halen's stereo.
Rejected stereo
in an old Toyota Land Cruiser. What about that?
Yeah, see, and I mean, this is the kind of thing, like I was imagining in the genesis of this show, someone would have an old ticket stub to an InXS show that might have been at the Annandale,
or a
something
Genesis
like that.
show.
Yeah. No, like exactly. And we just it was just so cool to go all around Australia and talk to people who were so forthcoming with things that they were very proud of, and that were also quite personal.
Yeah. This could be good. Maybe, Amanda, you've got heaps of stuff. You've got Harvey Keitel's underpants on your wall.
That's another story. He left them in a place that I was renting. He was staying there while he was filming, was it Holy Smoke or something, where he was walking a lot around in the, I don't know. Anyway, he was in a film with Kate Winslet. Yeah. And I think he left his underpants in the dryer. Mm-hmm. And I ended up with them.
And you framed them?
I did. Not for murder.
Were they laundered?
Yeah, they were laundered. Well, they were in the dryer.
Okay. See, Tony, you didn't knock on Amanda's door. And probably
they needed the Nappy Sand Challenge.
Yeah, we did. Very good stuff.
Well, mate, we're always happy to talk to you. Tony Armstrong's Extraordinary Things, Tuesday, 8 o'clock on ABC and ABC iView. Tony, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, and look after those jocks. They're going to be worth something one day, Amanda.
I'm sure they will be. Don't come knocking at my door. You can't have them, Tony.
No worry. You know what? Don't worry. That's not happening.
Pretty safe.